Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about n8n. Okay, we're not going to talk about it, actually we're going to do uh, practical implementation. Okay, n8n is actually an automation, workflow automation tool. Okay, it helps you create AI agents, workflows, all of this. Okay, uh, the reason we chose, there are many other tools. The reason we chose n8n is, first of all, it has a free option. Like, it gives you a lot of advanced features free. You don't have to pay anything. It has two parts. It has a cloud version, cloud the cloud. You have to sign in here if you already signed up, or you can just sign up, register using the company email here. Okay, and sign up, submit here. Okay, and you'll get verification and so on. But because I already signed in, okay, I'm just going to I already signed up, so I'm just going to sign in. Okay, make sure you have an account. Okay, this way that I'm showing you is actually the cloud, to use the n8n cloud. Okay, but to use the n8n, there is also an option to use it locally. Okay, which is free. Okay, the cloud is actually it's actually costly, little cost. So you have a subscription. You have to pay like I think $25 or something. If you check the pricing here, you can see that you have to pay $20 for to get started with some limited features, and 50 if you want more features. Okay, but there is an option for to self-host. Okay, you can go here, doc self-host 8nn n8n. So to self-host, okay, means you to install on your PC, n8n on your PC. It will allow you, it will give you access to all the advanced paid features. Okay, so you can just use here installation in PM, and we have two commands. We have n8 npx n8n and we have npm install n8n-g. Okay, the difference between these two commands is that the first one here, if you just want to install it temporarily, okay, you want n8n to install it temporarily, okay, the command will download everything that you need to start n8n. You can test something, and it will when you close it, it's going to disappear. It's not, okay, but if you want to install it permanently, globally, you have to use this command, npm Ctrl+C install n8n-g. Okay, I'm going to open cmd here. Okay, I'm going to paste this one, npm install n8n-g. Then I'm going to click enter. So give it some time. So it will install for you all the dependencies and everything, so you can use it. Okay, right now this is actually dominating the workflow, creating the best tool that you can learn for creating AI workflow, AI agents, and this it will simplify for you a lot of things. And after that we're going to move to LangChain. Okay, so let me show you. We have tools here. I talked about it in the last video. Okay, explained in detail what is the difference between workflows, agents, AI agents. You have to go through it before you move on. Okay, So we said that we have Zapier, Make, which are both paid tools. Okay, we don't want to use it. Also, the n8n is much better. Okay, this is the one that we're going to use. It's self-hosted. You get full control. You can do as many automation and workflows you can create. Once we learn this one, okay, then we're going to move on to LangChain and Flowwise. That's the plan, to create AI agents and agentic AIs and automation. That's our goal. Okay, so let's just give it some time. Okay, but make sure to watch the previous video because I explained in detail the theory. Okay, from now onwards it's all going to be the practical. So you have to understand the difference between AI agents and automations and workflows and all that. Okay, in the first two videos we're going to talk only about the automation. We will not include any AI agent. We're not going to include any AI. We're just going to show you automation using n8n. Okay, the first two videos, and after that, once we get used to once we learn how to use how to automate and we get some ideas, then we're going to add AI to it and start creating AI agents that are useful in the real world. So I'm going to pause it because this is going to take time. Okay, we finished installing npm. So next, actually, to start it, we have to create. You can type n8n just like this, or you can type n8n start. Both will work. Okay, for me, I'm just going to type n8n. Okay, automatically it's going to start. Okay, once you can use this IP to access it, or you can just type O to open it for you on the browser. O, and here you can just remove all this stuff we don't need. Okay, so I just got this one. Now you can see that I have these workflows that are created. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and create a new one because first actually you have to sign in. Okay, I was able to sign in here. You can create or you can register. Okay, but I signed in here. Sign in. Once you sign in, you will have an option here to create a workflow. You have to create here. Once you create a workflow, once you click create workflow, you're going to have, it's going to tell you add first step. Okay, you click here. Right now what I want to do, let me explain what I want to do. So before we actually do it, let me just remove all this stuff. So I want to put to create a form here. Okay, and here I'll write forms. Okay, and when a user fills in a form, I want it to be sent to Google Sheet. Okay, just Google Sheet. Okay, this is the first example that I want to do. Okay, the data has to, once the user clicks the submit on the form, okay, and it has to send the data directly and put it inside Google Sheet. Okay, I'm going to try to do this. Let me go ahead and add it here. I'm going to add, you can just see here on form submission, click this one, and you'll get a URL here. Okay, so then what you will do is basically you have an option here, authentication. If you want to add authentication, we said no. The title of the form, I'm going to say reservation. Okay, so it can be for a hotel reservation or something. Then I'm going to add a form element here. I'm going to say it is label. I'm going to say the name. This is what we need, and you have an option to choose the type of the element. For us, it's text input. We can add attributes, like if this is a required field, you can just click required here, click yes. If you want to make a default value or placeholder, like you can say example here, for example John or something like that. This is just a name, a placeholder. And we have add a new field here. I'm going to call it room, text input also, or you can just say a number also, that's fine. Okay, but for us, keep it simple for now. Okay, put it required field and execute. Okay, see, this is how it will look like. Okay, there are two ways to access this. Stop this for now. There are two ways you can access this form. You can either take this one or take the production URL. This is where you can access it anywhere. Here, this is the test URL. Okay, but first we have to execute, and then only we can, yeah. So right now it's executed. So let's check. Let's try to fill any name here, John, and 1, 2, 3. We submit it. You're going to, yeah, see the fields here. This is the output, John 1, 2, 3, and submitted at time. And this is the form mode, right? So now that we have finished this one, you can see here the output. Okay, also if you take executions here, there is an option to see what we just did here, execution. So now I want to add it in Google Sheet. I'll go to Google Sheet. Okay, I want to append row in sheet, right? So I'm just going to click that one. Okay, and I'm going to create a new credentials, because we are assuming that we are yeah. So this is actually something that we are just doing initially, because right now it's giving me the credentials that I already added before. But if you're new, you will not see this one. Okay, if this is the first time, you have to create a new credentials here, and you can open the docs here. Okay, this is what happens. You open the docs here. You have to create a Google Cloud account here. Okay, and you can go here. Look at this console. Click console. Okay, once you create an account, and then you have projects here, a button. You click it, and you can choose different project. This projects that I created, but I want to create a new project, so we can simulate something that's new. I'll name it reservation hotel. Okay, you can add organization if you have. If no, just create it like this. And you see here is creating the reservation project, and select the project. Once you select, this is going to change to reservation hotel. Okay, next step, you have to choose API and services. Okay, and from here you are supposed to enable API and services here. Okay, now you can just type Google Sheet, for example, Google Sheet, you have to click it and enable this one. Okay, Google Sheet APIs, because that's what we're going to use to communicate with Google Sheet and others. But if you just enable Google Sheet, the form will not work actually, you will not submit the data, because Google Sheet is actually found in Google Drive. So we have to also look for, go back here, again we have to search for API and services here. We type Google Drive. Okay, and this is Google Drive API. You click this one, enable this one. Okay, once we enable both, now we go here, credentials. Okay, on the credentials screen, we configure consent screen here. Click this one. Okay, and we create get started here, and we're going to type our hotel the application name. It can be anything, but I'm going to name it reservation, and here the email, and I click next. Here it has two options. Either if you are using organization, you can choose internal if you want people only to access from your internal organization, external if you need for anyone. So for now I'm going to click external. Contact info, I'm going to put my email again, finish, continue, create. So this is done. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and go to the credential actually, because we need the client ID and secret, right? So we have to be able to get that from the I think we have to, I think it's from here. No, we have to be able to get the credentials for this, the client ID and we can check here. You can get it on the here. So actually I think I missed one step. Okay, you can go here. If you go to the, you can go back. We can go back to okay, let me go ahead and go to the docs here. And we go to console. This is the reservation, right? So right now we downloaded the API and services, which is fine. Okay, so which is fine. We already enabled the services also. Right now what we need is actually the credentials. Okay, we need the credentials. So for the credentials we have to create credentials, and here we have to choose OAuth client ID. Okay, this requests user consent so your app can access the user data, and click this one, and then you have to choose web application here, the application type, and then here authorize redirect URI. You click, you're going to copy this URL. You copy this one and you paste it here. Okay, and then you create. Once you create, you're going to get both the client ID and the client secret. You copy the client ID here, paste it here, and again you go ahead and copy the secret. Make sure you copy it so it will be difficult to get it again later. Then click sign in with Google. Okay, right now actually even if I did this, it's not going to work. The reason it's not working, you're going to get this error. The reason it's not working is because still we didn't create any users who can authorize to use this one. So you have to go to audience here. Okay, you have to add test users. You can add test users here. I'm going to put my email here, for example, as a test user. Okay, if you want to add different email, no problem. Okay, then what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to sign in with Google now using my email. Let's see what happens. Done. So now continue. Yeah, we have yeah, that's what we need. We need all this, and continue. So now we have access. We are signed in. Okay, so now that we are signed in, okay, now all you have to do is like look for document here. You're going to see all the sheets that are inside my accounts. Okay, but I'm going to use test 01. This is the one that I just created. If you go to my Google Drive now, okay, I already have a sheet called test 01. Okay, I'm going to use that one. This is my Google Drive, or better, let me create a new sheet. Let me create a new sheet. I'm going to call it hotel reservation. Hotel reservation. Okay, and I'm going to add the name here, so, and the room here. So all the rooms will be, the room numbers will be here and the names will be here. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my workflow. I'm going to change the name. I don't want test one, I want hotel reservation. Let me search for hotel. Yeah, this one. And from here you can choose the sheet. Sheet means this one basically. This is the sheet 1 here, and then leave this one as manually, map each column manually, and then it will give you all the, do it again, all the fields here. You have to keep it like this. Now do it again, see, it will give you both the name and the room. Okay, then what you can do is just copy this one, the name. You'll find the input here. Okay, remember this, you will get it only after you execute the form and you type some data. Initially you have to put any data just for test purpose, and then execute it. Then only you'll get this view, this inputs. This is the input. We want the name to be here and the room to be here. Okay, now all I have to do is execute. Node executed successfully. Now if you go to the sheet, we have John here and the room 1 to 3. So basically that's how we automate the form. Now if you execute the workflow again, you can type here, let's say I'm going to say Sam here. He wants to book room 334. You just submit this one and you go to the Google Sheet. You see Sam 334. Automatically a new row is added and it's added. So now we automated. We linked form with Google Sheet. Okay, but now we want to add one more step. We don't just want to put the data in Google Sheet. We want to inform we want to send an email to reservation or to the management. Okay, when yeah, so what we can do is we have to use a Gmail API. You just type here Gmail again, type Gmail here. We want to send a message here. So here now, right now I have already created this one, but in your case it's going to ask you to create a new credentials. Here also it's the same step that we used. You can also go to read. It's going to help you, guide you here, but it's the same process. You go to Google Cloud, you go to Google Cloud, you make sure you sign in, and then you click console, and then you choose your project here, if it's created, if it's not, you create it, and you choose the API and services. You have to make sure to download, you enable API and services. You have to choose to enable Gmail API. Okay, without this, you're not going. The email is not going to work. You have to enable this one, Gmail API. Okay, and once you enable this one, basically you go to credentials here. Okay, you go to credentials, and you can either use this one or you can create credentials here. No, you can't use it, so you have to create new auth client, choose web application, the same steps that we did like before, but here we just choose it, we copy the open redirect URI here. Okay, and we paste it here, and then you create here. You're going to copy the client ID and paste it here, and paste the client ID and paste it here. Sign in with Google. Let's try to sign in now. Yes, continue. Select all. Yeah. So continue. Client authentication, unknown client to client is included. No client authentication method is included. Okay, let us do it again because there is some kind of issue here. I think it's because I'm using my same email. Let me see. Okay, let me check the other email here. But this is not going to work because I didn't add this one, right? So, yeah, so let me add it as a test user here. Click OK here, go to audience, and add test user here. gmail.com. So this is it. We added this one. An eligible account not add. Okay, you just ignore this one. It's going to work now. Go to the workflow, sign up, use this email. Okay, continue. Select all. Continue. We got this no client authentication method and supported authentication method. The window can be closed now. Okay, so basically that's what we are going to do. Okay, but I think the reason why it's not working for me is because it's already added here. I have it already. So let me go ahead and use what I already have, but that's the steps though. You have to follow that steps that I showed you. From my side, I think it's already authenticated. So let me go ahead and write. Now first I have to choose here send, because and the resource is the message, and send because that's what we want to do, right? We want to send the message. Then where you want to send it to. Okay, you choose the name, then you add a name here. Reservation. This is the subject. The email, keep it as it is. The message, this is very important. So what the message is going to be, the name and the room, right? But we want to organize it because it doesn't look like this. We click this one, we make it look a little bit better. The name is this, and the room, the reserved room is this. So now when you click execute steps, okay, choose this one. Okay, not executed successfully. Okay, now let's go to the Gmail. see my email, if I received an email. Yeah, I received the reservation. Yeah, the name is Sam, the reserved rooms 334, right? So now let me close this, let me execute it. Okay, right now it's like this, it doesn't have to be this way. Okay, you can link the form to the email, to the Gmail. Okay, now it will work all the same. Let me test here. Let me say Mary. Okay, and the room is 229. Okay, submitted. Now the form is submitted. Now it's appending to the row and sheet, then it's sending the email. Go to this, you see the form is Mary 229, and the email, go to the email, you see the name is Mary, the reserved room is this. Got me? So you don't have to do this, you can delete here, and you can link directly with the email if you like. Okay, the order doesn't really matter, but it will work either way. Okay, so this is the steps that you should follow to set it up this way. Okay, so next is next is actually go ahead and let's add something that we need to do. I'm going to go and explain more on this. I'm going to try to do something different on the next video so we can understand more on this. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue on our previous session, which we created this one, right? But right now we're going to change this. Instead of Google Sheet, we're going to use something else. Okay, I'm going to delete Google Sheet. Okay, I'm going to use something else, something better than Google Sheet. We call it Airtable. It's like a database, okay? But the idea is similar with Google Sheet. You can choose create a record here. Okay. In my case, I already created two. So, but in your case, you'll be asked to create a new credentials. Here, we're going to choose access token, and you can always read the docs. Okay. First, you have to create the Airtable account. Okay, but my case I have already. Once you create an Airtable account, you can create a project. Okay, choose this one, build an app on your own. Workspace. Okay, choose a workspace and create this one. Okay, so this is it looks like Google Sheet, but it's like a database. It's better than the Google Sheet. So you can delete the fields that you don't need, like delete the field here, notes, assignee, we don't need this one. Okay, delete this one and delete this one. Yeah, delete it, that's fine. Delete this one and just add one more here. I just want a single line text and for the rooms, basically for the rooms. Okay, so once I'm done with this, I have to actually get the credentials. Let me go back home here. This is the one that I created, right? Yeah, so let me go ahead here, go to workspace. Okay, go to settings. Is it settings or not settings? Actually, I need to go ahead to this one. Okay, to the Airtable and go ahead here. I'm going to go ahead here actually, Builder Hub. Okay, this one, you click the name here, go to Builder Hub. From here you will be allowed to create a token here. Okay, just make it reservation hotel. This is the token. Okay, here we will add the scope. Choose data record read. What means the permissions? I'm allowed to read the data, I'm allowed to write the data, I'm allowed to read, write, all this stuff. Yeah, even workspace, read. So here also I have access to the resources I want to access. I can just add what I need, right? We just need this one. This is the one that I just created. Basically I'm creating the token here. I copy this one and I'm done. Okay, I go to my workflow, I paste the token here and save. Then saying connection tested successfully. So once you do this, if you check here, you're going to get an error. The reason we're getting an error here is because of permission. Usually 90% of the cases are related to permission. We go again to builder hub, we go to reservation, we check the scope. What permission did I miss exactly? Let's see this one, add it again, no problem. Save the change. Let's try to do it again. Yes, I got it. So choose utility base and choose the field, the sheet. Here it gave you the name and the row. So now actually I'm not getting anything here, no input. The reason I'm not getting is because I'm still not linked Airtable with anything. So I'm just going to take one line and connect it to Airtable. Okay, now we got the inputs. So in place of name, I'm just going to mention here the name, the room. I'm going to mention the room here, and I'm going to execute. So now I'm going to go back to my Airtable here, and you can see Mary and 229. It's already added on the sheet on the Airtable. Okay, you want to simulate the whole thing again, you can just execute workflow here, and let's type a different person, Ahmed. He wants to access 101, room 101. Submit it and go to Airtable. Yeah, Ahmed 101. So basically this is how we automate. But not only this, also it's sent an email obviously. You can see here the name is Ahmed, the reservation is on. So this is basically how you can automate the workflow. Okay, now that we know we used Airtable, now I want to try one more thing, and we will try to learn do something new, something different. Okay, I'm going to use something called on webhook call. Okay, this is yeah. So what this does is basically it's going to people who don't understand what's webhook, basically it's just going to listen to something. Okay, like an API. Okay, when you send the data to this, it's going to receive it and it's going to send it. Okay, take action with it. Okay, so it's going to use this form, and we're going to first choose the HTTP method. Okay, remember there are different types of HTTP method. We don't need get. Get means we retrieve data from the server, but in our case we want to send the data to here so that it can send it to the sheet or to the email. Okay, so I'm going to use post. Authentication, no need for now. Immediately I need to copy this one. I'm going to copy this URL. Okay, and then I'm going to listen for test events. Now I'm going to open something called Postman. For people who don't know, Postman is used for API testing. Very important. And I'm going to just create a new HTTP here. I'm going to paste the URL that I copied from there, this one from the webhook. Then I'm going to change this to post, and I will go to the body. Okay, I'm going to type here like this. Let's say the name. I'm going to choose name. It's going to be in JSON format, so I'm going to choose here the name. Keep it, because I've already used John and Mary, so I'm going to use something like Sarah. Okay, I'm going to choose the room as I don't need to use quote for rooms 233. Okay, I will use comma here. So this is it. Now I'm just going to send it. You see, you receive workflow was started. It's going to receive your data here, Sarah name. So now we are done. Now we have set up the webhook here. Now we can go ahead and add Google Sheet here and add the email also. Append row in the sheet. Here I don't need to do it again. You just have to do it once. You don't need to keep adding the authentication credentials. Hotel reservation and the same sheet, and the name and the room is going to be here. Sarah will be the name, the room here. So that's it. Execute. Done. So it's added actually here, Sarah 223. So again, if I want to add the email also, I can do. It's the same idea. Okay, so I don't want to do it because it's the same concept. Basically, the webhook is just going to listen for you to submit using the API, the data. Okay, make sure you use post, because post will allow you to enter the data in the body. Okay, get is used only to retrieve data from the server. You don't send anything to the server. But here we want to send this one, right? That's why we're using post. The same idea with the Google Gmail API. Okay, if you want to add it, you can go here, add Gmail here, and go here, and you just send a message. And the same process, you will choose an email, type the subject, and you have to choose the message, which is going to be name and Sarah, and the room number. You can add that as well, so you can customize this as you need and execute. Okay, this must be because of the. That's about it. So basically, this is what we do, how it is done. And one more thing we need to try is actually something called schedule trigger. Okay, you can find it actually here. If you go to if you add here, you can see here schedule trigger. We add a schedule here. This is going to do, we're going to take action after a specified schedule. Like you can say here, every minute, 1 minute. Minutes between trigger, I will keep 1 minute. Test it. Okay. Basically every minute I wanted to do something. Okay, I'm just going to put it here. And let's say I wanted every minute to send an email, or to put it on the sheet. Let's try to send an email. Okay, what email? I can choose the message. I'm going to choose the time. Okay, I'm just going to choose the time here, timestamp here, or let's choose the readable time here. Okay, execute it. Okay, now I'm supposed to receive an email here with the time 7:49. Okay, after 1 minute actually I'm going to receive another email with 50, like with the timestamp. Okay, that's the idea of scheduling. Same thing here. And one more thing also we have to keep in mind about n8n and automation is that actually There is an option also to download here. Okay, we can check here. There is an option to download. There is an option to download here. You can download this one, this file here. When you download it, we download it in JSON format. And let's say you want to go back and create a workflow. You want to import it. There is an option here. You can just import from the file. Okay, you can just import it here. You can get it back here. Okay, and there are more options here. You can follow the name, duplicate, edit, description. All this you can do. Okay, so basically okay, from webhook or from schedule, from publish. No, if I publish this now, okay, what do you think will happen? Publish. She will not show up immediately. So if I put it publish here, okay, I'm supposed to this is basically what I needed to show you. So it's going to you see we received one email here, 48:51. I think after 1 minute you're going to receive another email. This is basically the idea of n8n, and starting from the next session we're going to deep dive on AI agents. Okay, agentic AI, which is an advanced topic. Thank you for watching and see you in the next session.